All right, Road to Glory Week 16 semifinals. Here we go. Four four really good teams left. And these two matches are going to be actually insane, I think. So let's see. So obviously we still have, oh, I don't know where the standings went. Here we go. Let's see. So draft order, we still got Nihil with the one, Galigo 2, me 3, Miranda 4. It will be Brett at 5 and McGill at 6. Um, so those will be the top 6 picks right now. But obviously, playoffs started last week into the first round. Evan and Japes did have a bye. So let's see what went down. We had Andrew versus McGill. We had Jordan Love with 17, Puka 14, Khalil Shakir with 14, Terry McLaurin coming alive, 2 touchdowns again. Chase Brown with 25. Zach Charbonnet, he's been playing really well with no Walker in the lineup. You got B-Rob with 10. Amadi, I don't know who that is. Elijah Speed's been playing well. Baker with 29. Damn. McGill, I mean, you started the right QB, Goff 41 in a shootout like we predicted. DJ Moore with 13. Addison with 11. Amari Cooper with the goose egg is actually insane. That's insane. Saquon with the quiet 9. Najee with 2. It was a tough matchup. But yeah, you can kind of just see right here, it's just not good. Um, so yeah, it was a good season for McGill back in the playoffs. He did have CMC and Rasheed on IR. It's unfortunate. Um, but we'll see what McGill does for a keeper next year. So then that brings us to Brett versus Ethan, where Ethan just it was annihilation, I guess. Bo with 16, Malik Neighbors at 21, Kyron with 13, Bijan with 14. That's kind of it for Brett. Squash 41. He's the man right now. Ever since he's been engaged, he's been Superman. Amon Ra, huge game for him. What else? We got Sutton with 12. Metcalf, 3 catches. I don't know what's been going on with him. We got James Conner with 29 against the Pats. Kamara finally got his TD. It was about time. We got Ladd with 14. Brian Branch with 13. I mean, 217 in the playoffs. I don't know, man. So that brings us to this week. 4 teams left. Grand on the line. Um, so let's see. I just want to lock the teams real quick. I forget how to do this. Manage other teams. Here we go. Okay, so we got Brett and McGill. So that leaves Japes, Ethan, Andrew, and Evan. Good. All right. Did we have any waiver moves? What's it? Ninth. All right. Jerome Ford for Evan with Chubb going down. Kendre Miller, maybe if it's Kamara injured. Jalen McMillan, Xavier Worthy, and Diggs. So that's an interesting one. Playing the long run here. All right, but let's get into what we've been waiting for this week, not this matchup, but let's get to the championship bracket. We got the 1 seed versus the 5 seed. All teams playing really well. We got Lamar home against Pittsburgh Saturday game. So we got Saturday football this week. Um, we got Drake London with Penix. So this is going to be interesting. Um, it is against the Giants. It's at home. We got CD versus Tampa. I like that. Sunday Night Football, Nico against KC. I think that game is going to be interesting. I love Chuba this week, Jerome Ford. So I know Evan does not have Monty. He's got Garendo on the bench right now. He's questionable. Trey McBride against Carolina is a good matchup. And then BTJ absolutely went off last week. The Andrews going Baker at Dallas. It's a great matchup for him, I think. We have Puka against the Jets. Jets haven't been, I mean, their defense hasn't been that bad. Shakir against the Pats. Interesting. Terry against Philly, whose secondary's actually been playing really well. We got Chase Brown against Cleveland. Kenneth Walker against Minnesota. Brenton Strange. So obviously, Evan Ingram's on IR. I'm still rolling with Evan. I think Evan's got enough, even with even with Monty out. I still like how his team looks. Um, so that's what I'm rolling with. We got Ethan first, Japes 2 versus 3, squash against the Pats. See, these games are either he'll drop 30 or he'll have like 12 points. Um, but it's in Buffalo, and I just think he's on a different planet right now. Um, and then we got Amon-Ra versus the Bears. Mm. They basically need to win out. They need to stay with the Eagles. Both teams tied. We got Cortland Sutton Thursday night, so tonight against the Chargers. We got Myers against Jacksonville. Love James Conner this week. And then we got Kamara at Green Bay. Kincaid, I think, has been a letdown. Um, and then we got Ladd also tonight. So tonight got some implications in this matchup. Over on Jape's side, we got Hurts against Washington. I think this is a huge game for Hurts. Yeah, so I like the matchup there. We got Tyreek against San Fran. They need to win out. If they lose this game and they start shutting people down, I'd be concerned. We got Cup against the Jets. There's no way he puts up a goose egg again. And we got Garrett Wilson against the Rams. I actually think this game could have some scoring in it. We had Swift against Detroit, Mixon against KC, Laporte against Chicago. I like Thielen. And then good, I like Buffalo's defense. Also Falcons defense. Yeah, so two good defenses with matchups. Um, Burrow's been playing really well. Worthy, Dunze, and then ETN. I mean, Thielen's been playing well, so um, this is tough though. I'm gonna stick with Japes, even though Squash could have 30. I just think I like Cup and Wilson going into this week. Thursday night always scares me for some reason. A Thursday night game always scares me, but I could be wrong. That's just like I just don't like having Thursday night people. Um, but that's honestly it for the matchups this week. Let's get into player points. What are we looking at? The Lamar, Squash, Hurts, Burrow, Baker, Daniels, Goff, Jamar, Amon-Ra, Jettis, CD, Terry, JSN, Garrett Wilson, Saquon, King Henry, Gibbs, Bijan, Kamara, Josh Jacobs, Kyron, Bowers, Kittle, McBride, Jonnu, Kelsey. And I'm just kind of gonna go through these. But yeah, that's gonna honestly wrap it up. Final four this week, championship next week. Winner gets the money after that. We'll decide about that next week for the winner. But yeah, so good luck to the final four, and we'll see the outcome of this week. So good luck.